babe, I'm really scared of trains. Can we not go anymore? Like,
And you're telling me that Sir Topham Hatt can talk to these trains? What kind of drugs is he on?
yeah.
Oh, baby, it's episode 101 of Spicy Reddit Stories. Glad we got that 100 out of the way, bestie.
Yeah!
I kind of wanted to redo my room, which I probably will at some point. I wanted this to be like a new season, a brand new feel of Spicy Reddit Stories, any way that we possibly could. Bestie, what have you been up to lately?
What have I been up to? Oh, man. Well, life has been pretty good, man. I am in a relationship. Ooh, tea. Oh, shit. I got a new job. I start, as of recording right now, I start on Monday, because it's Friday right now. Start next week. Yeah, life has been good, man. It's been a good time. I've been enjoying being alive, guys.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because for the majority of the time that we've been friends, you haven't been.
No. No, I haven't. So it's pretty nice to have that be turned around a little bit.
People are gonna be like, man, Darryl, you're so mean.
No, and he's right. He's right. I hated life for a very long time. And it's why I enjoy being sober now, because, you know, life is not getting me down, so I don't need a crutch.
And say
Not
here,
to get too real, guys.
Yeah, no, not to get a little too real here, but I recently stopped smoking weed, and you know, I've moved on to harder drugs.
I moved on to crack, and it's really helping.
Yeah, exactly. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Anyway. What do you say we get into these Reddit stories? Welcome back, everyone.
How's your life been, bitch? I only answered the question.
Okay, so I mean, if we can get real here, like I've been going through it lately.
Yeah.
I won't go too into detail, but I've been pretty depressed, man. I think, I mean, you've been there for a couple of my mental breakdowns throughout the time that we've been friends, and if there's anybody in my life that can really just smack some common sense into me, it's you. So,
guys, what the heck?
I also hope my neighbors just didn't hate me just screaming and belting on the top of my lungs.
I hope they loved it. I hope they heard it and they said, damn.
Will, you better do a really good edit for that one, man. You better like put the Lion King in it and everything. You better motion track me into Simba being lifted up. You better have the music playing in the background. Yeah, every editor's worst nightmare, motion tracking. But, you know, I think that quitting smoking weed and kind of like only like doing it in every now and again social situations, I think it's really going to get me out of a little bit of a funk and not feeling so stupid and sometimes paranoid. And I mean, you've said, you know, it does contribute to depression.
Yes,
in a lot of people.
It really does.
And
I was in denial about that for a very long time because I was like, but it helps me.
Oh, no. Me too, man. Me too. It was a crutch, and I'm not gonna start looking down on it because it does help a lot of people.
It has many medical like benefits and health benefits. It's just you have to do it in moderation.
Yeah, I was kind of just using it as an escape for a while, and after this, we're gonna delete the 420 video.
God damn it!
We are a Christian channel now, everybody.
We are a Christian channel.
And speaking of Christian, today we're gonna be doing r/AmITheDevil. It's a subreddit where everyone is just a piece of shit.
Yep. Why don't we jump right in, bestie?
My first story was cross-posted from r/The Last of Us 2. I don't need Ellie to be hot. Stop with that argument. Just don't cast someone who's distractingly ugly and normal looking for the MC.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Just want to throw this out there. I think Bella Ramsey, I think they are incredible.
I think they're doing an incredible job at portraying Ellie.
And people honestly need to shut the fuck up.
They need to get a fucking
looks.
life. Like, what? The whole, like... Okay, no. Continue reading.
Could they have casted someone that looked more like the character? Sure, but they didn't.
Pedro doesn't even look like Joel, though.
Yeah, that's the... Hang on. Sorry. We'll get to it.
Okay. Just read the rest, and then we'll go.
Okay. Edit. Be normal looking. Other subs always use this argument of, we need Ellie to be hot/fuckable, which isn't true at all. Just cast someone who's decent and not distractingly ugly, and we will not complain. Also, her acting. She can't even show the emotion well in the scene for many things. Ellie on season 2 is also grown up. She didn't look grown up at all.
Isn't Bella Ramsey like 20-something?
Yep.
Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I will say, she does... going from season 1 to season 2, she doesn't look like she's aged at all. I'm talking about Ellie. But to be quite honest, I never really cared that much, and I don't understand why the internet cares all that much. Dude. Because, like we were saying before we were going into this, I have seen tons of people complain about Bella, but I've also seen people talk about how Pedro looks nothing like Joel, but it is so minuscule compared to the amount of people that are bitching online about how Bella Ramsey, how they don't look anything like Ellie.
Can I say why?
I don't give a shit.
Can I say why? Yeah. Because they're female presenting. God fucking damn it. It's all good if a man looks different than the main fucking character, but God forbid a femme presenting person decides to not look like the fucking main character. It's the end of the fucking world.
They decided to not look like them on purpose.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Holy fuck. It's really stupid. Just leave them alone. They're doing a fantastic fucking job. And yes, they can act, you piece of shit.
This one comment saying, nobody is distracted when male actors aren't conventionally attractive, but the idea of a woman who exists to be something other than ornamental is so offensive to them that they can't even focus. By the way, Bella Ramsey uses they, them pronouns. And the commenter even says that they know Bella Ramsey is non-binary, but the character of Ellie is a woman.
Yes.
I remember seeing a lot after episode 2, after a particular scene of how ugly Bella looked, and I was just like, oh yeah, I bet you look real fuckable when you cry too. Shut the fuck up. And,
I just want to, you know, like the wolf meme.
Yeah. And going back to, for those of you gamers out there might remember the argument specifically on Twitter. A lot of this happens on Twitter, I will say, which I'm very close to just deleting permanently.
Twitter
because
is a
I've
cesspool.
gone off, I've gone back on, and I've been off, and now I'm back on, and I've honestly, after the last couple months of just seeing all of the things that are happening in the world and just people having terrible takes on things, it's just I'm just so done with seeing the negativity, and I'm trying to be better in my life about not being so down on myself about things in my own personal life. And honestly, every time I go on Twitter, I just want to just jump out a window.
It's just the most unnecessary discourse at all fucking times on Twitter. Like, even as someone that does not engage in discourse and like drama and shit, I just have it put on my fucking timeline for some reason. It's just constant.
Because social media wants you. It's designed, as the years have gone by, it's designed to piss you off. It's designed to throw you some little bits of serotonin.
Yeah. I'm just there for the memes.
And then just ruin your fucking day. But anyway, back to what I was saying about gamers. Y'all probably remember back when Horizon Zero Dawn, the second one came out, when Aloy, they kind of changed her model around a little bit.
They're like, why does she have facial hair? I'm like, what? What?
And then you also go back to
me when I've never seen a woman
Snow
in real
White.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Live action Snow White. Did you see the people were shitting on? I'm sorry, I don't remember the actress's name, but how she had hair, like back hair or something like that. People are just like, this is fucking ugly. It's just like, bro, have you never seen a human being before?
It's like, guys, you've literally just outed all of you as virgins. Like, what the hell is happening right now?
The top comment of this post that we're talking about for The Last of Us, distractingly ugly. Some people will straight up admit that they need shiny, pretty things jangled in front of their faces to keep them focused/entertained, and yet will somehow still insist that they're intellectually superior and it's actually everyone else who has issues. Fascinating.
Fascinating. Yep. People are fucking pathetic.
A lot of y'all just need to get over yourselves and shut the fuck up.
I hate people, bro.
I need to see that this is... I mean, to be fair, women are also bitching about it too.
Yes, but I mostly see men talking about it because, unfortunately, the argument that she needs to be hot...
OPS France! Oh
my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! That was insane! Fucking transvestigated this fucking person, dude. Holy shit!
Well, they have the trans flag in the shape of a heart on their profile.
OPS trans! Holy fuck! Oh my god, that was insane. That was insane.
People are gonna hate me for that, but that's okay.
That was really funny.
People are hating me for like for things that like bad takes that we've had on the last couple videos. Which, by the way, I also want to point out the last video. People were saying how we had bad takes on the girlfriend going to a rave thing, and I was re-listening to that story. While I think that the girlfriend was absolute. At the end of the day, it is up to her whether she wanted to go to the rave or not. I do think we were a little harsh on the guy, even though he was 100% in the wrong about making fun of her, not making fun of, but commenting on her weight. Like earlier, like I had said something along the lines of like I was talking about valid insecurities, and I think you had said that it's not a valid insecurity for him to be uncomfortable with his girlfriend being out in public wearing revealing clothing. I'm not trying to backtrack here, but I think that it is valid, but at the end of the day, they gotta talk about that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody has like different boundaries in a relationship, but you have to talk about that in the beginning. Yeah. You know?
And like I said,
just, like,
ultimately,
go back.
it's up to the girl.
It is.
If she wants to
it's
go.
It's her body.
Then, exactly. So just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah.
And
everyone
honestly,
who disagrees,
I think sometimes,
it's okay.
Yeah. Honestly, sometimes I think that there are obviously plenty of bad takes on the internet. But I think sometimes when people say, actually, that's a bad take, it's not necessarily a bad take in some circumstances. You just didn't like what you heard.
Mm.
You know?
It'd be like that.
And I think that people are just entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
But sometimes people might react to things that we say as if I had just said that, like, Hitler was right or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Anyway.
All right. Next one.
Let's go to the next story. Yeah. You good?
Yeah. I'm waiting for you.
What do you mean? We go back and forth, right? I just read my story.
Dude, I thought next? Wait. Really? I thought we were doing... Dude, did I just black out? I thought it was you read two and then I read two.
No.
That's crazy.
No, I think that's how Will edited the last video.
I was wondering, because I was like, yeah, I guess we do that. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You're like looking down, and you're
I was waiting for you to start. I was like, that's crazy.
Also, like, I think in the last video, I was in the middle of talking about something kind of like deep, and you just, Will had it set on the side by side, and you were just like,
he does me dirty sometimes when I'm fucking yawning. I'm like, God damn it, Will, no. Don't.
And I'm sitting there watching the video on my phone, like,
you're like seething with rage. What? Are you sure?
Sure about what? That
it's like one that I yawn. No, that we do 1 and 1.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This feels wrong.
I feel like we've always gone back and forth. It feels wrong. Do you want me to read the second one?
No, like we can. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. My first post was cross-posted from Relationship Advice. The title is, how do I, 28 male, get my ex-girlfriend, 27 female, to forgive me for my past cheating? And then in parentheses says, I don't want to get back together. Hey, everyone. 4 years ago, I made very selfish choices that hurt my ex-girlfriend. We were together for 2 years, but at the time, I didn't fully appreciate her. She was a great girlfriend, stunning, caring, attentive, etc. Her best friend was extremely attentive also. I would say more so. To put it in perspective, her best friend has over 20K Instagram followers because of her looks, and my girlfriend at the time didn't have much of a social media following. Wow.
Go yourself.
Literally go yourself. She's attractive, but not in an Instagram model type, if you get what I mean. What? That's how we're basing...
This is rage bait.
That's... dude,
rage
like,
bait.
There's no way. When I first met her, it was in a lounge, and I shot my shot because she was the second hottest person in the group. When I got the opportunity to be with her best friend, and I took the opportunity, I convinced myself it was love, but it wasn't. When she found out, she was devastated. She blocked both of us. The relationship with the other woman didn't work out, and she was using me like I was her damn piggy bank, but would cheat. If it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
Oink, oink, bitch.
After that, I dated another woman just like her and realized this is my karma. Yep. I'm blocked, but I've seen her because just my luck. She moved in the same apartment complex with her boyfriend. I used my alt account to see her Instagram and can see she has a great boyfriend who seems to spoil her. Creepo. She deserves it. I've had one conversation with him, just small talk about sports to gauge him, and he seems like a good dude. Who are you to gauge anybody?
Dude, this is like giving kind of Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
Like, what is... Oh my God, okay. She unfortunately would try to be very intentional in not even looking at me. I don't know if she told him I'm her ex, but he doesn't seem to know. I got the courage to tell her that I apologize and ask for her forgiveness. So when I saw her today, it looked like she had just got back from the gym and trying to avoid me, but I spoke. I said, hey, and she glared at me. I said, you look nice, and she said, what do you want? I told her it looks like you have a great boyfriend, and she replied, the best, in a very cold way. I told her that I just wanted to apologize for everything and that I'm glad she's doing well. She said, I'm doing great. Again, in a very stern and direct way. I told her that I'm doing great. That's fair. I told her that her forgiveness would mean a lot, and she said no and walked away. This really hurt me. Oh no. I don't cry often, but when I entered my apartment, I cried. I want to make this right because not only is it the right thing to do, but I genuinely feel like my dating life has been cursed by the universe because of what I did to her. All aspects of my life are great except my dating life. Oh, gentlemen, God, cry me a fucking river, dude.
Gentlemen, it is okay to cry, except for moments like this. Because I don't feel bad at all.
No,
bro,
yeah.
You value her because of her 20K followers. You value her because you view her as what?
That's the friend that has the 20K followers.
I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
I'm gonna fucking throw my fucking PC out the window, bro. Damn it, every single time I fucking read a story to you, you're like, yeah, this is right. God, fuck off. Fuck off.
Would you rather I be honest or pretend that I paid attention?
But you are pretending you paid attention.
I did pay attention, okay? I did pay attention.
Oh, God. Okay. Anyway.
But does it still make it wrong? Or does it make it right?
No, because he's
about the 20K follower thing?
He's like basing his attraction off of how many followers and like social media and like Instagram model type people.
Material shit.
Yeah. Which is insane. You were with the girl for 2 fucking years, and then you said, I'm gonna go fuck her best friend.
Mm-hmm. We're living in a material world, and you are not boyfriend material.
I thought you were gonna be
not
like,
where you thought I was going. That's not where you thought I was going. Actually, you know what? That probably would have been better.
That's wild as hell. I feel so bad for the ex-girlfriend, but actually not that much, because now she has a great life with a great boyfriend who treats her how she deserves to be treated. And honestly, I don't blame her for not forgiving you and for being like, you can go fuck yourself. Because if my partner fucked around with my best friend, oh wow, I couldn't even say the fucking sentence because I would crash out. Like, you would need to call the authorities.
Yep. And I would probably have to get a new co-host because you would be in...
I would be in jail.
But
I would be in prison.
You know how the new GTA 6 trailer dropped? Mm-hmm. When you did get out of prison, that would be the way that we introduce you back into the show, is a vlog of me going to pick you up in prison.
Let's go!
The Daydream Arcade rides again! And then you have to fight my new co-host, who is also a woman.
Fight to the
gay.
death. There can only be one. And her name is also Brianna.
But she spells it
with an E and one N.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It's
It's Brina.
Yeah. Brina, yeah. But it's actually Brennan Lee Mulligan in drag.
God damn it.
Honestly, like I dream guest. I don't think we could ever have him on the show, but Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video,
hey,
you're my everything, man. You're my everything.
You're my world.
Please come be on the show someday.
You're my world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this one comment and then we can move on.
Yes, you may.
It says, the last line shows how selfish he is. He doesn't want forgiveness. He thinks she cursed him and wants her to undo it. Yep.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Like, she straight up fucking casted a spell on you. Yeah, and
bro,
if she did, that would be great. Because fuck you.
Yeah. Screw you, bud. You know what I saw on the way back from work today, coming into the studio today? On the back of a car, it was a bumper sticker that said Muggle Baby on board.
Oh.
And you know what I found kind of weird about that? That it's obviously a Harry Potter sticker. But
yeah.
Wouldn't you want to say Baby Wizard on board and not Muggle? Because a Muggle means you don't believe in magic.
Oh, I thought a Muggle was just like the lowest of the low.
No, that's Mudblood.
Oh.
Which is like a racial slur in Harry Potter. Yeah, because in the second movie, Draco is just to Hermione, he calls her a fucking mudblood.
Damn.
He doesn't say fucking. But
it's like, you fucking mudblood.
Yeah. Ow. Anyway.
All right. Go off, King.
Yeah. Just want to say, J.K. Rowling, this shit that she has come out and said about trans people, don't agree with it.
All my homies hate J.K. Rowling. Or Rowling. How the fuck? I don't give a fuck to pronounce it right.
We should roll her up and smoke her. Screw weed. Let's just smoke J.K. Rowling. I'll probably become
smoking on my
J.K.
pack tonight.
So. Let's move on. Damn it.
Okay.
All right, this was cross-posted from Am I the Weenie? The top title from Am I the Devil saying, everyone must see my balls.
I saw that. Everyone must see my balls.
Am I the weenie for disagreeing that I shouldn't wear shorts because a girl finds me wearing them uncomfortable? Hi, all. I am someone who has always been wearing shorts my whole life. I've always worn shorts every weather, going gym,
every
out,
weather.
training, anything. Yeah.
That's a crazy way to fucking... Okay.
Yep. Going gym.
Going gym?
So today my cousin messaged me and told me not to wear shorts tomorrow. In parentheses, we're all meeting up at her place. And I asked why. He told me his girlfriend finds it uncomfortable that I wear shorts. I don't mind not wearing shorts, as it's her house at the end of the day. I ended up messaging her asking to better understand her. She told me she, quote unquote, personally has felt uncomfortable when I have worn shorts because of the positions I sit in.
I imagine he's just like fully spread eagle. Like, yeah, he makes those noises too.
Just like, look.
Look at my balls. Yeah.
Yeah. She says it shows my thighs and a bit more higher up, which I was like, what the heck? My shorts go up to my knees, but okay. She didn't know how to tell me, so told my cousin to tell me. She said she wanted to tell me from her perspective, but also said she's not looking there directly. But when seen by accident, she's had to look away. What the heck does this mean? My shorts go up to my knees, literally. I have worn shorts in front of her several times. I literally wear shorts all the time. I just found it so weird. Every time he says I literally wear shorts all the time, take a shot.
Take a shot.
So I spoke to another one of my cousins. He said that if a girl said me wearing shorts makes her uncomfortable, I need to, quote, firm it and stop wearing shorts. I was like, WTF? He said, I'm not being a man, and if I made someone uncomfortable, I need to compromise. I said that this is not similar when a guy tells a girl not to wear like a crop top, for example, and he ended up saying they're completely different with crop tops being normalized for girls to show guys like it. It's natural, etc. He told me to say sorry. I made her uncomfortable and all. Bro, I hate reading this.
That just made me like...
Not only does this not make any sense grammatically, and it's really just... God, it's like a microfiber cloth just like scrubbing my brain. Yeah. It hurts. He was saying I am not being a man, and if I don't care that I made a girl uncomfortable and not willing to change, then he doesn't know what to say. I was honestly like so baffled as he just kept saying that I need to change and stop wearing shorts, just deal with it and stuff and say sorry. What do you all think? Am I the weenie for completely disagreeing? I'm happy to not wear shorts as it's her house at the end of the day, but telling me to not wear shorts cause you are uncomfortable is crazy, no? Why do I need to change what I wear to accommodate someone else? Am I being the weenie and arrogant here?
This guy has to be 14, right?
Yeah.
Like
100%. 100%. Guys, when you wear shorts, I think it is sometimes hard when you wear certain types of shorts. You have to be mindful of the way that you sit because
I hate when my balls hang out, dude.
Your junk can kind of, I wasn't going to get there, and we were going to have this conversation off camera, but not shaft. But normally when you sit down, I do see your nuts. Yeah. Usually one's hanging out of one leg. So
sometimes I feel it, but it's like, sometimes I just need to air them out.
It's just there. Sometimes, I was about to say, sometimes you need to air out your ball.
It gets warm.
It does. It does get a little stuffy in there. Edit. Hi, all. Thanks for the responses. Quite an eye-opener. To clarify a couple things. Yes, I do wear underwear underneath. No way on earth that I never don't. A lot of people are calling me the weenie because they think I am showing my junk purposefully. Absolutely not. No way on hell.
No way on hell.
That is disgusting and no. Lastly, majority of the comments are saying my genitals may have been showing because of the positions I sit in. However, why I am confused is I have worn those shorts several times in front of my friends and family, sitting on the couch, swing, grass, floor, etc. If my genitals had ever shown, I would be told 100%. I would also 100% know too, because even when sitting in any position, I make sure to adjust my shorts. Just in the case that I am wrong, I have worn this shorts for a time.
I have worn this shorts for time.
Oh no, did I say for a time?
Yeah,
no, it says I have worn this shorts for a time, but time is spelled with Timeee. I might be just shitting on this person. English may not be their first language, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Guys, sorry.
No one has ever told me anything. Just to experiment, I have worn that short and sat on my chair across the mirror to see. Even when trying, it shows nowhere near my genital area. If anything, the max it shows is my upper quads. Bro, I hope you sit on your balls. That's like every man's fear when they get old.
I hope you shit on your pants. I hope you sit on your shaft.
That's hard. That's hard.
I know. That would be kind of crazy. You'd have to be long as hell.
I've accidentally zipped up and got skin snagged on the zipper once or twice in my life, but I've never
your balls or the pole.
Do you want me to be specific?
Because I need context.
One time I accidentally zipped up my ball sack skin.
My ball.
And then one time it was just the shaft. But
hate when that happens.
Both times in a public restroom, by the way. Were
you at the urinal, so you were in public?
Yeah, and I was in a hurry.
You were like, ow, ow. I was trying to get out.
walking over to the sink, just ow, 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 ow. I should probably finish this post.
Yeah, go for it.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm sweating.
Also, recently we all met up and were chilling. There were so many of us, and I wore that shorts and sat on the sofa. However, no one even said anything, and I 100% would have been told. Guys, I know that this is probably pissing you off hearing me read like this, but I'm reading it verbatim. The girls would have mentioned it too, 100%, but have not even. I asked one of my friends if they have ever seen anything, or the girls, and he literally said, no, they haven't mentioned anything at all. Also, he has sat across me many times and would 1,000% tell me, literally.
Guys, literally. Guys, my balls are not showing. Guys.
1,000% not showing. I have asked my friend literally, and he has said no, like I mentioned. All I was told is, because I have made her uncomfortable, I shouldn't wear shorts. That is all. I have not been told by my cousins that I have ever exposed myself. It is literally just one person, the girl saying it. This is why I thought it was weird. But everyone, thank you very much for your responses. We'll be more mindful when I sit.
See, all of that, and you could have just came to that conclusion 8 paragraphs ago. You made us sit through this entire thing being like, guys, I've literally worn these shorts so many times. Literally, my balls are not showing.
You know, what plot twist? What if this is the girl's way of kind of being not so discreetly being like, I want you, and I want to see your balls.
I want you.
That's the story I'm going with in my head, is that she just doesn't really know how to. She's attracted to him, but doesn't know how to approach him. So
she's approaching him balls first. So true. Hey man.
The top comment. Holy word salad Batman. Talk about rambling. I lost the plot within 3 seconds. Yep. Yeah. All I knew was that this was about balls.
Balls. I'm gonna go on the actual post and see. This one comment says, "Hey buddy, this is a family place. Put the mouse back in the house."
Put the mouse back in the house. Oh boy. I need to be put in a situation where I can say that.
Someone also said, buddy, they're trying to say they can see your balls without being without being weenies about it. Because no one wants to be blindsided by someone's balls, and it's her house. So she ultimately gets to decide the dress code. But you should also be allowed to dress how you want at the end of the day. I think you might need to adjust how you sit to avoid further conflict.
Yeah, unfortunately, balls are pretty ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, A PP. Like, let's sit down, everyone. We're gonna talk about the birds and the bees from PP and Mima. Penises are funny looking. You know, it's just I don't know how else to say it. It's just you know, they are very funny looking. And I think that a lot of times, pretty much I'd say most of the time, if you're not hooking up with a person or like significant others or at the doctor's office, no one wants to see it.
No.
So put it away.
Or at the doctor's. I don't think anybody at the doctor's office wants to see your junk either. Unless it's the doctor. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about. Oh. You're just showing everyone your balls in the waiting room.
Like, holy shit.
Whew.
Yeah, I feel like people, or the girl was just trying to find in a polite way to say, hey, I saw your penis and your balls. Can you put that away? And especially because it's her house, bro.
Yeah. Respect her wishes, man.
For real. Like,
how would you like it if I went into your house and took my mouse out? You wouldn't like it,
how would you feel?
Yeah. How would you like it if this mouse approached your house?
That was a lot. Okay, my turn. My next post was cross-posted from Relationship Advice.
Relationship advice.
Relationship advice. The title is, my 29 male friend, 28 male, mistakenly thinks I let his friend, 24 female, on. How do I help him understand this misunderstanding? My friend is pissed at me right now and has been ignoring me. It all started about 2 months ago when I met his fiance's friend. She was absolutely gorgeous. A couple days...
Was?
She's dead now.
What happened? Yeah.
A couple days after that, my friend brought... A couple days after that, my friend brought up how she thought I was cute. I asked him why didn't he say anything earlier and he needs to put me on. God. He told me no. He said she's not the type to do casual relationships and he knows I don't do serious relationships. Which was true.
Put me on?
Yeah.
Like pajamas?
No, like...
Hook them up?
Yes, there we go. I was like...
Okay, yeah. Like pajamas? No, Darryl.
No.
Not everything has to be a joke. God. Unsubscribe.
I don't blame y'all. Which was true. I just preferred to keep it casual, but at the time I thought maybe I should give it a try after only doing casual hookups, and told him that I'm actually interested in a serious relationship now. He told me he didn't see that coming and asked if I was serious, and I said yes. So he then set something up. So we finally go on a couple of dates, and after the 4th date, we finally hook up. She was not like other women. She was not like other women I've dated and wanted to wait. I started realizing shortly after that, I started realizing shortly after that relationships aren't for me. She started calling me love, and I was just not in the mood for a relationship. I was about to go out with my friends, and the last text she sent me was, okay, love, have fun. Call me when you get home if you're not too tired. This is the one part where I was entirely wrong because I just blocked her everywhere.
What?
A few days later, my friend figured it out, and he's pissed and tells me I used that girl, and he thinks I knew I didn't want a relationship. Trying to get him to understand me that I genuinely just changed my mind, but he's ignoring me. I tried to post screenshots of our text so you can get the context, but it wouldn't let me. But I can find more specifics if necessary.
Bro, all you gotta do is just add the photos to the Reddit post. Do you not know how to use a phone?
That feels like when a catfish...
A cop-out.
No. Yeah, well, yes. And like when a catfish is like, sorry, my phone's broken, we can't FaceTime. But like you're still texting. And it's like, all right, guys.
Yeah. It's just a Cheeto-crusted, acne-covered dude just with 40 chins in his mother's basement.
Yeah.
And he's unexplainably balding on like the left side of his head.
Just the left side.
Just the left.
This top comment says, you don't change your mind about wanting a serious relationship 4 fucking dates in. Especially when you call hooking up on the 4th date finally. You just realized she wasn't gorgeous enough and or the hooking up wasn't good enough to bother to continue to pretend. Seriously, 4 dates isn't even the good old college try at a relationship, which is exactly what your friend was worried about, but you lied to him. Then you decided to go all in on being a shit human and just block the poor woman. You're almost 30. What the fuck is with thinking blocking is the first stage of anything? You fucked around with his fiance's friend. That wasn't some woman you'd never see again. And she rightfully feels awful about this and probably doesn't want to see you again. And you fucking around like an ass would mean they'd have to choose between inviting you or inviting her to things in the future. And your friend rightfully has chosen her. Not sure how you can fix it because you don't have a time machine and your friend now knows you'll lie to him to get what you want no matter who you hurt. Who wants a friend?
Time machine both capitalized like it's
a time machine. Who wants a friend when you can't trust the words coming out of his mouth?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He just wants a casual relationship, which there's nothing wrong with, but don't fucking lie about it, dude.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
it's 2025. You want to suck and fuck, you can do it all to your heart's content.
You can literally do that with any other person who is also in the same headspace. You don't have to choose someone who is not into casual relationships or not into casual hookups and fuck around with their trust. Like, that's so fucked up.
Okay, love, have fun. Block.
Like, what? What? Block. Like, holy shit. What was she supposed to say? What was she supposed to say? K? Like, what?
Yeah. Dude, I saw something on Twitter, not to go back to Twitter, but it said, a recent study found out that K is the most enraging response to a text or something like that. And I was just like, who funded this experiment?
Who funded this experiment? It's just multiple people sending K, just pissing everyone off.
People are coming around with a clipboard just like, okay, what was their response?
This other comment says, the fact that you took the coward's way out and tried to ghost and block her isn't helping your case. That was an immature move. It was a dick move. If you had spoken to her about how you were feeling and approached this maturely, you might have had more credibility here. But you didn't, so you don't. And your history is working against you. You aren't going to convince him because your actions aren't aligning with your words. So he's going to trust what you do, not what you say. And OP responded to that, saying, I can admit I was wrong and I should have had a conversation with her. Still, as his friend, you would think he would have more trust in me when I say that I genuinely changed my mind and didn't do this intentionally.
622 downvotes.
Yeah, I love that. They said, shut the fuck up.
And now it has negative 623.
No, dude. You literally, like, could have compromised his relationship with his fiance. Because you're the one who he's the one that set you guys up, you know?
Yeah.
She could be, and rightfully, super pissed off that you set up her friend with a shitty ass guy. So it's like, bro.
Yeah. And OP's, and like, this person's almost 30, right? Yeah, exactly.
29. That's insane. Guys. You can have casual hookups and casual relationships, but you need to be honest about it. And be straight up and find someone who is also into that.
Yep.
It's really not that hard. It's truly not that hard.
You think after 29 years of life that would be a simple concept to grasp, but...
but alas, here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck this guy. I do not blame... the best friend for fucking ignoring him and being pissed off, because I would be too.
Guys, as you may have seen recently, we've been trying to not only do the spicy Reddit stories, but we've also been trying to do other types of content as well. We've done a GeoGuessr video. We played Would You Rather. We played a game where we tried to unscramble just jumbled up words. You know, we have spicy Reddit stories, and that's building our channel, and it's growing, and it's something that we're always going to have as a staple of this channel. But we kind of want to just, you know, experiment with other types of content. And genuinely, like, I kind of like knew that it wasn't going to do as well as the spicy Reddit stories, but your girlfriend recently came to you. A couple of people have also come to me saying that those videos haven't been popping up in their home feed. I don't know how YouTube works. So genuinely asking right now, and please like leave some comments down below if you guys haven't been getting it. I know some of you have. And if there's also anything that you guys would like to see us do other than Reddit stories, please, genuinely, let us know in the comments. And honestly, if that type of content isn't your jam, let us know too. It's okay. Just don't be too mean about it.
Guys, don't be mean.
Back to the video. This next post was also cross-posted from Relationship Advice.
Relationship Advice is a hit right now.
It really is. Y'all just want us to be relationship counselors?
Because we can.
We'll do it. Exactly.
We are experts.
I remember I had said, oh man, we got our work cut out for us after the last video. And then today, like...
It's a 1 out of 10.
already doing like... It's already doing like double the amount of views. Anyway.
Yeah, it's already at almost 1K.
I, 29 female, incorrectly thought my boyfriend, 31 male, was cheating, and I ruined everything. My boyfriend and I have been dating for over 2 years. I'll save everyone the long description and just say that he's an incredible boyfriend, and I constantly feel like I won the lottery with him and want nothing more than to marry him. But I've totally thrown it all down the toilet, and I don't know if there's any way I can fix this. Oh boy. Last week on Friday, we were hanging out at my place. He's going to head back to his place, and while he was in the bathroom, his phone chimed. Da-dum. It was a message from Jennifer, not real name, saying, just checking that we're still on for tomorrow night. You're picking me up, right? My heart dropped. He doesn't have a pass on his phone, so I checked the message history. Oh, boy. It's dated recently with her saying, it's me, and is it okay that I'm texting you? To which he said something like, of course, and some emojis. What kind of emojis? I must know. He said he was going to take her out on Saturday and she could pick wherever they were going to go. Imagine it's his sister. He came back from the bathroom. I quickly turned off the phone and was just frozen. I should have said something, but I was just like totally numb. My heart was beating so fast. He said TTYL and headed out. I was completely sick all night. I do feel bad because, like, I get that. I get it. You know.
Yeah, that could be misconstrued. Like.
Yeah, 100%. But anyway, let's continue. The next day, I decided I wouldn't confront him immediately. Another mistake. So around noon, I texted him and asked what we were going to do tonight to see what he says. He said he forgot to tell me that he had plans over at his brother's house, about 90 minutes away, and that we could do something on Sunday. I didn't write back. I was just watching it all fall apart. Finally, I sent him something asking when he was going to his brother's, and he said he was already in the car on his way and that he'd text me later. So I got in my car and drove over to his brother's house, knowing that he'd have a head start on me, and when I arrive, he should be there if he's telling the truth. I get there, and sure enough, his car is nowhere to be found. I should have gone up to the door and spoken to his brother, but I was a wreck, so I drove home. That night, I put his shit in a box, and in the morning, I drove over to his place. I had rehearsed what I was going to say and how calm I wanted to say it in my head like 1,000 times. But when I pushed the box into his chest and said, I know about Jennifer, and we're done, he had kind of a smirk on his face like he thought I was joking, and I just lost all my cool. I said so many terrible things. I told him I'll get a better/hotter boyfriend, no problem, and I shouldn't have upgraded from him long ago, and I'm going to find someone who doesn't require me to fake it when we were having sex. Whew, in parentheses, I don't fake it. I really like sex with him. I find him very attractive. I also made some comment about him being small. Parentheses, his size is fine, because I know he's self-conscious about this, and I knew it would hurt. I wanted him to hurt, like I was hurting, and I know it's fucked up. I'm a terrible person. He's totally in shock at this point, jaw open, tears in his eyes. I told him that when Jennifer gets sick of his terrible sex, don't come crawling back to me, and I started to leave. Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Jennifer is his 12-year-old niece. I've only met her a few times, and as far as I knew, her name was Mei Mei, not real name. But it turns out that's a Chinese nickname that has some specific significance to her family. My boyfriend's sister-in-law is from China. I don't know for sure if I ever knew or was told specifically that Jennifer was her real name, but I've heard her called Mei Mei, and I've called her that myself. So what the fuck? She turned 12 recently, and got a phone for the first time, hence the new text conversation. I knew she just turned 12. He had a work conflict and couldn't make the party. I knew that he had promised to take her out for a night sometime to make up for missing her party. I knew all of this, but I just didn't put any of the pieces together. He shut the door and went no contact on me. I banged on his door until I was pretty sure he had left out the back and had taken off. I tried showing up at his work the next day, but they have security in the entrance and you need an employee to get you in. He refused the call from security when I asked them to call at his desk. I've tried reaching out to mutual friends, but I get told he saw how I really felt about him and can't stay with someone who pretends to care but is secretly desperate for better. But I'm not at all desperate for better. I am desperate for him. I knew this is 1,000,000% on me. He's done absolutely nothing wrong, but I said things to hurt him because I was sure he was cheating on me, and I said things that were not true. I know saying things to hurt him is terrible, and I am terrible, and I hate myself for ruining both of our lives, but he needs to know that I didn't mean that. That isn't how I ever felt about him at all. If I had just been a fucking adult about the whole thing, none of this would have happened, but I lost it, and now I feel like my entire future that I had is gone. I don't know how I can possibly convince him that something I said is not true. I've actually looked into paying for a polygraph test and tried to get it to him. There are some places in the city that charge a few $100 for one. If that sounds desperate, it's because I am absolutely desperate at this point. I seriously want to just die. 2 weeks ago, I was thinking he was going to propose at Valentine's Day based on the plans he was making, and today, I'm crying my eyes out as my life falls apart, and I'm hearing that his friends are taking him out tomorrow to, quote-unquote, be his wingmen and help find someone for him to help get over me. Every time I think about it, I feel like I'm going to vomit. Oh my God.
Girly.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
Damn, she really went for the jugular and also disemboweled him at the same time. That's extreme, dude.
Yeah,
like I don't blame him for leaving.
Yeah, like I get being upset like at the thought of your partner, you know, possibly cheating on you or just fucking around behind your back, but like that is in no way, shape, or form the way to go about it.
Yeah.
Especially just by like text that you don't know for sure. You gotta go and talk to him first before you crash out. At least get confirmation first.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's the top comment saying this sounds exactly like the one where the OOP went nuclear because she forgot her sister-in-law's name was Angie. Haven't read that one, but there's a link to a story underneath, like a couple comments down, that says, to be fair, there was a story of a woman who stabbed her boyfriend, or maybe husband, because she thought he was cheating on her with another woman. Turns out the woman was actually her when she was thinner and was wearing makeup. This is when they were first starting to date. She didn't recognize herself.
What?
Yeah, hang on, I want to read this. Wife stabs cheating husband after discovering photos of her younger self on his phone. In a rather unusual incident, a woman stabbed her husband after she assumed that he had an affair with another woman. The confusion happened when she saw photos of him with a woman on his phone. What made the entire situation even more strange is the fact that the woman in the snap was none other than the wife's younger self. According to a report in Yucatan magazine, Lenora N. has been arrested by the police for the act. Her husband, Juan N., has claimed that the photo of his wife was from the time where the two of them were dating. He also added that back in time, they looked different as they were both young and slim. As per the report, the police officials found Lenora with a knife which she used to attack her husband. Juan informed the police in Sonora, Mexico, that he managed to save his life after he was able to snatch the knife from her. Moreover, the husband has apparently convinced her that he had gotten the old photos of the two of them digitalized, and what she saw was one of those. Holy shit. I hope this, if I click this read more, it better not tell me that I need to subscribe. Oh, thank God. The incident has garnered all kinds of reaction on social media platforms. Reddit. One person commented on the post, recalling his days of working with an AIDS hotline. He stated how he had to deal with a situation where a man was adamant on assuming that his wife was cheating on him. The person mentioned that when he used to work with an AIDS hotline in the 80s, there was an older man who called and insisted his wife was cheating. The man felt sorry for the wife and told the caller, well, no wonder she's depressed being married to you. Another user who had earlier encountered a couple going through the same situation said, quote unquote, I had this happen when I was doing legal work for a husband whose wife had advanced dementia. He mentioned that though the story was sad, the whole family looked at the bright side of the dark humor when the woman always saw her younger self and asked her husband, are you stepping out on me?
Stepping out?
A different person expressed how his wife's reaction to the same exact situation was entirely different from that of Lenora's. He mentioned that when the couple first started dating, the woman wouldn't talk to the guy because she had a dream that he was cheating. The user also mentioned that when he has such dreams of cheating on his wife, and he tells her, she's cool about it and just asks about the woman in her dream. Oh my God. Dude.
Truly said, I blacked out. That's not me.
Yeah. Stab.
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, boy. Okay, so there is an edit here. Just want to say that I totally agree with all the comments blasting me. I made all the wrong decisions. I acted like a psycho and immature piece of shit, and I have no one to blame here at all but myself. You think? I also completely realize that I've done terrible damage to him, and I feel disgusting for having done this. I sent him a letter telling him that I'll no longer try to contact him so he doesn't have to worry about me showing up. I told him that I'm beyond sorry for blowing up his life with my outburst and immature behavior, but I told him to please believe me that I didn't mean anything I said for his own peace of mind in the future. I was contemplating following through with the polygraph and just sending the results as a way to try and help his state of mind in future relationships, as opposed to using the results to try to convince him to give me another chance. But I think maybe it seems too crazy of a thing to do, so I'm just going to leave it. I told him in the next life, I told him the time we had together was the greatest time of my life, and I'm sure whoever is the girl that is lucky enough to be with him next will probably feel like she's won the lottery just like I always did. Oh, dude, this is actually kind of heartbreaking. I kind of want to cry. I realize that I've destroyed my life, but I hope that he can recover from what I've done, so at least the destruction can be somewhat limited to me more than him.
Damn, bro. Damn. Yeah, I do not blame him at all, because like how can you like look at your partner after they said all of that to you? So it's like, it's tough because I can see both sides. So it's like, obviously she is not in the right at all for what she said to him. Like, everything she said is not okay. But I do kind of understand being so hurt by someone, even though nothing was happening, but like reacting in a way like that you want to make them hurt just like you. But it's like, dude, it was such a little thing that sparked all of this. It's like, what else? I said it sucks because like you can tell she like genuinely cares about him, but it's like, I don't know, for you to say all of that and then try to go back like everything's normal.
Yeah, she hit the big red button in the glass case.
Yeah, you know? Like that's really shitty. I feel bad for the guy.
The top comment of the actual post itself, I think, can sum this up pretty well. Look, I'm willing to give you a pass for being concerned that your boyfriend was up to something, but the way you handled it was terrible. A simple, who the hell is Jennifer, would have sufficed. But you did all this. Told him I'll get a better, hotter boyfriend, no problem, and I shouldn't have upgraded from him long ago, and I'm going to find someone who doesn't require me to fake it when we're doing it. I also made some comment about him being small, because I know he's self-conscious about this, and I knew it would hurt. Then you nuked the relationship. Game over.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yep. Well,
can't just be saying all that stuff, especially something that you know he's insecure about, and to just throw it in his face. Ah.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for coming to this video. No, I'm just kidding. Next story.
Stupid. All right. Hey, we got Evil Finch again.
Cool. Oh my God. This is probably the most commonly recurring guest on our show.
For real. This next post was cross-posted from Relationship Advice again. The title is, my girlfriend, 27 female, got angry at me, 33 male, for having a food coma. My girlfriend and I were planning on going to a national park together. Before she arrived, I had a large lunch with a friend and felt super sluggish with a food coma. I told her I might need her to drive at first, or that I needed to nap for a few minutes. She got noticeably upset, saying things like, "You invited me," and "I told you this would happen." I then got frustrated and started asking why she couldn't be more flexible. She was extremely upset at one point, saying she drove all the way, and so I suggested we not go on the trip. She then took her belongings and drove back home. I tried calling her 3 times, but she didn't pick up once. She just has wrote me text saying she can't talk right now and how upset, my God, and hurt she is.
Are you dying?
No. Yes. In her mind, it's like I rejected her or something. She then proposed meeting to talk in person instead, but it will be 5 days since the event. This isn't the first time something small has triggered a strong reaction, followed by emotional withdrawal. Is this normal relationship conflict or a bigger red flag?
You did kind of reject her, bro. She had these plans with you and whatnot, and you're like, nah, let's not go on the trip.
Like, bro, he said, "Babe, I had such a big lunch. I'm so eepy. We can't go on the fucking trip anymore."
Oh my God. It's not the food coma, dude.
It's not. It's you, like,
being careless.
Literally, like, you knew you were going on a trip. You were going to a national park together. What the fuck do you think you're gonna do there? You are 33 years old. And you said, "I had a big lunch."
Dude, next month, Morgan and I are going on a trip down to New York City. If you see me, come say hi. And it's like, we're going on a train, right? And imagine I just said the day of, actually, let's not go on the trip. I have an irrational fear of trains.
"Babe, I'm really scared of trains. Can we not go anymore?"
Like, when I was a little boy, I was scared of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Like, dude, what the fuck are we doing right now? You are 33
Percy always
years
gave
old.
me the heebie-jeebies. And you're telling me that Sir Topham Hatt can talk to these trains? What kind of drugs is he on?
Yeah. This comment says, "I'd be very pissed off as well if my partner and I made plans to visit a national park and he deliberately ate so much food right before that he was literally in a food coma. Just how much did he eat? And it sounds as if he's done this before, so he knew it would happen and did it anyway. Possibly because he didn't want to go on the trip. I'd be fed up and just leave if I was her." And she did. Red flag gets tossed around a lot, but his behavior would be making me rethink the relationship, not hers. Yeah.
Bad take.
Yep. Wait. What?
No, I'm kidding. No.
The way I was like, yep.
The way we blindly agree with each other on this show, man.
I was like, yep.
Why do we
go
do
off,
this?
King.
Why do we do this? At the end of the day, guys, we just have fun on this show.
Guys,
you know,
we're
it's
here for
not
a
that
good time.
serious. It's not that deep.
This other comment says, "Yes, blame it on her for being angry at small things rather than validating her feelings and seeing what you did wrong. Sheesh."
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Tiny sheesh energy.
I'm going to read this last comment by Allergy Mom. Love that. You say this isn't the first time something this small triggered such a strong response. Well, if you keep doing all these small things, it becomes habit and it's no longer a small thing. It's who you are and she's not happy that you don't actually care about plans you make with her. But I'm guessing at this point she's done with you dismissing her and minimizing her feelings when you do something inconsiderate. You planned the national park outing. You still decided to overeat with friends, and at 33. I would hope by now you know what that does to your body.
You fat fuck. Sorry.
Oh my God. Your overeating subsequently...
Darryl's fatphobic.
Your overeating subsequently impacted your date time together. She is unhappy she's the lowest priority in your life. So much so that you even don't care when it's something you plan. She's unhappy you don't consider or accept that she has feelings about how poorly you treat her. As they like to say, this isn't about the Iranian yogurt. This isn't
what?
I have never heard of that. This isn't about you leaving a dish out yesterday. This is about the habits you have to show her. You have to show her you don't actually care about or consider her at all.
This episode is brought to you by Activia. And now here to read the next story, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yay! Yeah, so it's very obvious. It's not the fact that you overate and you wanted to nap. It's the fact that it seems like you do this often and you do not consider her feelings and just kind of dismiss when she's genuinely upset. So maybe put on your big boy pants and realize that you're 33 and realize how to treat a person in a relationship. Fuck.
If you know you're going to go to a national park where you're going to be walking a lot,
don't eat a fucking
overeat.
buffet. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm insane. I'm insane.
When I went to the Grand Canyon, you know what I ate before I went? Protein bar, breakfast burrito, and like a tiny Red Bull.
Start listing shit. Protein bar, breakfast burrito, regular burrito, a taco,
a bag of Utz. Guys, I am going to just throw this out there right now. Utz, the best potato chip brand. Utz, you want to help sponsor the Daydream Arcade? Keep the lights on. Come on. That did not sound like that. Shut the fuck up.
All right, you go, bitch.
My last post was cross-posted from r/the10th dentist. I think parents should get priority for holidays off at work. I think that if someone is a parent, then they should be prioritized in a work schedule to have more holidays off than childless people. Grandparents as well, but less than parents. Why did childless people sound like it was just like it was racially charged?
It sounds like a slur.
Yeah. This isn't about parents being superior or not liking child-free people. Really? I don't think you like child-free people. If I could,
and they don't even have kids, so it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's about the children.
Oh, fuck off.
An adult who is childless will be okay missing a holiday for work, but a small child might not understand why mom or dad can't be there, and that can impact them negatively. Society is supposed to be where everyone takes care of each other, and in my opinion, things should be done with the next generation in mind. So with that being said, I think that parents, parentheses, and secondly, grandparents and such, should be prioritized to have off for holidays. Maybe work on a tiered system to see who gets off for what, where being a parent has you weighed...
Tiered?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Maybe work on a tiered system. I mean, it didn't make sense to me, but I was just accepting it.
Tired system.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to call me out on that, then that's fine. We'll just have a very long talk after the cameras are off. Maybe work on a tiered system to see who gets off for what, where being a parent has you weighed you more heavily.
Has you weighed you.
That's literally what it says, guys.
Hey, guy, here's a thought. I think everyone should have holidays off, because I think everyone has a family.
Yeah.
Or people they care about that they want to be with on holidays. Hello?
You should be on Unpopular Opinion, dude. Like, what the hell am I reading here? Also, it just blows my mind that that Opie doesn't have children
and
either.
Like, why is he so passionate about this? He or she or
exactly. An adult who is childless will be okay missing a holiday for work. Dude, what if it's Christmas? I don't have kids. You're telling me that I should go fuck myself because I don't have kids and I should enjoy my Christmas and be with my family?
No, yeah, that's fucking stupid. This person's weird.
Yeah, this person needs to go suck a dick. God. The top comment saying, quoting OP, an adult who is childless will be okay missing a holiday for work. Sure, but it's never just a holiday, is it? It's every single one. Childless people have family too. They're someone's child. I work in emergency services. Thank you for your service. We have a rotating schedule on who gets first priority for holidays. You know, a tiered thing. Having children plays no role because if it did, I'd work every fucking one for 9 years straight. How would that be fair? Now at least I get a Christmas off every 3 years or so.
Wow. Yeah, this fucking OP is stupid. Holy shit.
Very stupid.
You're like, yeah, childless people don't have lives or people they care about or families. Fuck them.
Yeah. Another comment saying, I feel like OOP would definitely say they go back to being childless because, you know, people with living children have more need. That felt incredibly gross to type. Sorry. But seriously, it is nonsense. At the end of the day, everyone deserves holidays and time with their family. It gets very messy when you try to determine who's more important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God. That's mind-blowing to me. Holy shit. He really thought he ate with that.
Yeah, no, in my opinion, everyone should have holidays off, no matter what job you work.
Yeah.
The world could stop for a day.
Like, it's not gonna fucking... Literally, so many things are closed. You're not gonna fucking die if you don't have... Or if you're not at work.
Or you might. You might.
But I guess it just...
Your grandma might get run over by a reindeer.
True.
Walking home from her house Christmas Eve. Now, Brianna, I understand... Shut up. Brianna, you may say that there's...
Shut the fuck up.
Yep. Brianna, you may say that there's no such thing as Santa. But as for me and Grandpa, we believe.
Oh, that... You made me shut the fuck up for that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
God, yeah. I hate you.
It's a classic, dude.
It's a classic.
And it's a classic. And 8 Crazy Nights. The Adam Sandler movie. I mean, granted, that's a Hanukkah movie, but...
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Okay.
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. You might say there's no such thing as Santa. Okay, sorry.
But
anyway.
As me and Grandpa, we believe.
Banger.
Yep.
I guess it depends on the job, which is hypocritical to say because, you know, emergency services, they are very important. They are very necessary.
Woo,
like,
woo, woo.
You know, paramedics, firefighters, police officers, whatever.
Yeah, they see some shit. Like every single day. If anything, I think they should have like priority. If there's gonna be priority, I think it should absolutely 100% be emergency service workers.
But it's also like, what if an emergency happens on a holiday? Then you're fucked. And then also people that work in hospitals, they are there all the time. They're
the unsung heroes of society.
Absolutely,
it's a very thankless job. And
truly,
I have friends, I have family who are paramedics, nurses, police, firefighters, and there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens during the holidays, and unfortunately, they have to sacrifice a lot of their time and miss out on a lot of things. Yeah. And for this fucking person who doesn't have kids is just
guys, why can't we all just be fucking normal on holidays so like nothing bad happens? You can hold off dying for a day. Jesus Christ. Like, come on. Get a fucking grip, guys. Everyone just be normal.
Yeah. You have a 3rd-degree burn because you couldn't figure out how to cook a Christmas ham correctly.
Oh, put some ice on it.
Jesus.
God damn it.
Bacitracin.
What'd you call me?
The entitlement. I called you an entitled bacitracin.
Bacitracin.
Good for tattoo healing, by the way. Bacitracin or Aquaphor.
I fuck with Aquaphor. But I've heard actually Aquaphor is not good because it like clogs your pores and like doesn't help with healing. Like you're not supposed to use like petroleum based stuff.
I use it on cuts all the time.
Me too. I use it on all of my tattoos. So you're a hypocrite.
I see.
All right. My last story. My last story was cross-posted from Am I the Weenie? Am I the weenie for walking out of the hospital after hearing my wife's diagnosis? We're ending off hot. I, 33, get a call from the ER on Friday saying that my wife, 32, drove herself there because of searing pelvic pain. Whoa, I just had a stroke trying to read that. I'm on a business trip until Saturday, but I drive back in time to be there Saturday morning before she woke up.
Also, you saying that you had a stroke there about this story is wild.
She didn't have a stroke.
Well, no, she's just having worse than a stroke, but...
A while after she wakes up, the doctor comes in. My wife says to stay with her, so I say, okay. He takes a deep breath and said that from the transvaginal ultrasound and CT scan results, she has ovarian cancer. My wife starts sobbing, but at first I stay still because I don't even know what to make of it. My wife asks what that means for her, and he says that she'll likely at least need a full hysterectomy, and they'd have to remove the fallopian tubes as well as the ovaries. That news jolted me from my chair, because the doctor was effectively telling me that she wouldn't be able to have kids after that. And after years of work, I thought we'd finally have a family. I'm overwhelmed with emotions of anger, not just anger at the disease, but pent-up anger from the fact that I had begged her to have kids since we were 26, but she refused for her career. And now instead of becoming a real family, I don't even know if she would remain the woman I married. Whether the last picture of us together would be last time, I'd remember her looking beautiful, young, and carefree. Because the wife I had in front of me was already a different person. My wife started to grab my hand and say, we'll fight this and we'll adopt. But I shook my head and turned to walk out the door. I still had my suitcase in the car, so I drove to a hotel because I didn't know if my wife was going to end up being discharged or what. At the hotel, I was at least able to get out of reactive mode, but I was still so disappointed that our dream of a family was over. I finally was able to get a grasp on all my emotions and feel more like my normal self in that I knew exactly what I felt about every aspect and how I would react to it from here on out. I get a call from my mother-in-law saying that if I was at a hotel or whatever else, I should just stay there. Am I the weenie for walking out? I admit it was done on impulse, but this diagnosis just sliced my life and my wife's life wide open. I wasn't going to expel the cancer if I stayed that night, but I did at least make myself aware of my situation. And I feel I have a right to be angry that my hope of biological kids, the only kind I ever wanted, is rapidly fading away.
What the fuck did you just read?
I am so... Your first thought...
Oh my God.
Your first thought when your wife was just diagnosed with cancer is, now I'm not going to have kids, instead of, hey, is my wife going to fucking be alive? Are we kidding right now? She just got one of the worst news anyone could ever get, and you just left her there? And
it's just like she was even being optimistic about it, like as optimistic as one could be after getting a diagnosis like ovarian cancer, saying that, you know, we'll fight this and we'll adopt. And it's just like, bro, this is like something straight out of a fucking like Hollywood movie. Like it's just it's like I can't even fucking. And there is no redemption arc here. This is real life. There is no redemption arc for this fucking man. He made his choice right then and there to be a fucking coward and to put his own priorities over something that is life-changing and could possibly end his wife's life.
And you just think of her as a fucking incubator? What the fuck?
Dude, I am beyond fucking pissed off right now. I need to take a walk after this. Like, this is just the narrow-mindedness of the reaction of just like, well, you know, no matter what I say or what I do, it's not gonna get rid of the cancer.
I'm blown away. This one comment says, "You're the weenie. Ovarian cancer can be deadly. Your wife was lying there in pain, terrified, fearing for her life, and probably also mourning the loss of being able to carry a child and needing you more than anything. And what do? Leave. You've shown her that when she is at her lowest, you will put yourself first and walk out on her, literally, and that she can only count on herself. Yeah, you might come around, but she likely won't feel she can trust you to not walk out again. Not to mention that you could have her eggs harvested when they take out her ovaries and have a surrogate. But either way, you're a major weenie, and honestly, I wouldn't want to have kids with someone like you anyway. And the mother-in-law being like, wherever the fuck you are, stay there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She should have been way fucking meaner. I would have ripped you to fucking shreds if you did that to my daughter. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. If someone did that to my daughter, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I would kill them.
Like, what the fuck? Your first instinct is to be like, I begged her since we were 26 to have kids, and now look. Are you
she
fucking
chose her
kidding
career.
me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding?
No, he's not. He's actually dead serious.
Jesus Christ, dude. I genuinely don't fucking understand. This is the biggest piece of shit I have ever fucking read. And you're really asking the internet if you're the fucking weenie? You're truly asking. You left your wife alone after she just got that diagnosis. And you said, nah, I don't think I'm in the wrong here. I think I have the right to be angry. You can have whatever fucking feelings, whatever the fuck, about not having kids, whatever. Okay, it's a thing you both wanted, but obviously she chose her career, which she absolutely has the right to do.
Yeah.
But then to just fucking leave her, dude. Not even say anything. You just walked out and went to a hotel? Are you kidding, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, I hope when you leave and you're crossing the street, you get hit by a fucking bus. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. Like that's genuinely, like, this is like the biggest piece of shit that I think we've read from. It has to be up there. And I don't want to end this necessarily on this story, so I went to our Discord real quick, and I'm grabbing a Hool posted story real quick. This was posted on our Discord, which you guys can join, by the way. Link is down in the description. There's also a link to our subreddit where you guys can post your own stories if you want to hear them read on the show. And this was posted in our Discord by Captain Plumtop. It was posted on Am I the Weenie by OK Boomer Jabated. Am I the weenie for not giving my late fiance's ring to my sister? So this has turned into a huge fight in my family, and I don't know if I'm in the wrong or not. I, 30 female, lost my fiance Dorian 3 years ago in a car accident. It was horrible, and I'm still healing from it. One of the few things I have left of him is my engagement ring. I don't wear it anymore, but I keep it in a box on my dresser because it means the world to me. Last week, my younger sister, Alara, 26 female, got engaged, and we were all super happy for her. But then she pulled me aside and asked me for a favor. A favor. She said since I'm not using Dorian's ring anymore, I should give it to her so she can use the diamond for her own ring. I just stared at her and asked if she was serious. She said yes, because it would be a beautiful way to honor Dorian and also be practical since diamonds are expensive. I told her absolutely not. The ring is one of the last things I have of Dorian, and I'm not giving it away. She got upset and said I was being selfish. Since I'm dating someone new now, I should be moving on and letting go of the past.
What?
I told her moving on does not mean erasing Dorian from my life. Yeah. Then she started crying, which got my mom involved. Sorry. My mom immediately took her side, saying that holding on to the ring is only keeping me stuck in grief, and that giving it to Alara would help me move forward and be symbolic. I told them both to drop it, but Alara keeps texting me and testing you, saying she deserves a family heirloom just like our cousins got, and that I'm being cruel for keeping it to myself. My boyfriend Cassian is totally on my side and thinks Alara is being ridiculous. The spelling of ridiculous. But half my family is acting like I'm the bad guy. So, am I the weenie? No.
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 The disrespect, the utter disrespect.
The disrespect and the entitlement your sister feels she has is crazy.
And also, can we talk about how regal and elegant the name Cassian is?
Dude, that's sick.
I want him to ride in on horseback, unsheath his sword, and just behead Alara with it.
Honestly, all of these names, fucking Dorian, Alara, Cassian, where are you guys? Yeah. What kind of medieval times? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, I would love to go to medieval times and see Cassian just joust Alara. Yeah. I would be sitting there, chicken wing and chicken thigh in hand, just like
fucking turkey leg, like yeah.
Dude, I want to go to medieval times with you.
We should. I have a medieval times.
The Daydream arcade goes to medieval times.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't been to medieval times in years.
I've never been.
Oh, we gotta go. When I come down to visit, we gotta go.
I'm so down. Because I know the person who plays the queen. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You should get some of like your good friends together. Get your girlfriend, and we should all go.
We should make it a group thing. Yeah.
I'll be the only guy there, but I'll be the funniest guy there. Oh.
I don't think so, because if we
Wait, you have other guy friends? Hold on.
Wait.
We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this because this is not okay.
Well, all of my close friends don't live in my fucking city, so that makes me fucking sad. But I'd force them over here.
Yeah, that's fine. Tell them that your mildly internet famous guy friend is coming.
Mildly internet famous. Yeah, so true.
I'm not even mildly.
We're in the same realm.
We're not even. No, exactly. Guys, Daryl's getting a big head.
Boo.
Unsubscribe. But maybe don't unsubscribe.
Don't.
Actually, maybe subscribe. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. This has been one of the most fun episodes that we've done in a while.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this back.
Me too.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Guys, if you are interested in watching all of the other spicy Reddit videos, we have an entire playlist dedicated to all 101 episodes. So, if you want to wait till the end of the video, it's going to be linked right there. If you don't want to wait till the very end of the video, go on our channel, click playlists, and it'll be right there front and center.
And you also front and center, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts, you can get it on the go. And guys, leave comments there. I know that we have listeners, we also have viewers. If you're on Spotify, you can leave a comment and rate the show, like the show. It really helps us out. And I really think this is going to be a really awesome end of the year. Not last quarter. We're not even summer yet. No.
But guys, this is going to be the summer of love. And if you love us just like we love you, you'll do all the things I just asked. Guys, thank you so much for coming back to Spicy Reddit Stories. Rah, 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 rah.